If one is going to sell fish outdoors, and one does not have a contingency plan for fish-eating birds to fly away with said fish, then one is not a very good outdoor fish salesperson. Starting the episode mid-flashback, instead of with Cecil rummaging through boxes to find his long-lost red skull cod piece. Episode does not flash back properly. How exactly does pulling your dress off reveal a mask and pull your hair back at the same time? You usually need a Sailor Moon transformation for a costume change this drastic.
You forget the simple power of the human body.
The simple power of her human body drove Cecil to pull out a taser.
We shall return to the natural, the divine.
Getting your baseball movies mixed up with your John Waters movies, and also realizing that John Waters never made a baseball movie, and that seems sin-worthy.
And fear of death will never keep us from our destiny.
Sounds cool and profound, but fear itself doesn't always keep someone from attaining their goals. What keeps people from attaining their goals 100% of the time, however, is actual death. Cecil survives this.
They should be in prison or dead.
They should be dead.
Get your head out of your ass. They just saved our lives.
Then let me express my gratitude.
I'd be remiss if I didn't remove a sin for this amazing flashback, giving us a moment where Cecil was like Mark is now. This is how you use a flashback. You give us key insight into a character that contrasts with how they've developed in present day. This show's writing is still amazing, so remove a sin before Mark fucks up another relationship and annoys me.
Good luck. His last cellmate left in a bucket.
Sounds like we're overlooking the fact that clearly his last cellmate was one of the Wonder Twins.
Do you mind?
Why didn't you make this poor dude squeeze into the room if you were just gonna ask him to leave 5 seconds later? Do you realize how hard he has to work to get in there?
This place was your rehabilitation.
It was supposed to be my punishment.
Thinking prison can't, or shouldn't, be both.
I don't threaten. No, because you're scaring the shit out of me right now.
Not calling bullshit on Cecil's angry teen-induced fear pooping when you know he faced down Omni-Man with nothing but a ray gun and a teleporter.
Is that all you got? Why did you have to ask that, kid?
The following fight occurs because Mark is traumatized by the sudden reemergence of robot corpses that threatened him and William. And because Cecil is the daddy, we all have issues with. So here's a sin for men at large, refusing to just go to therapy.
You gonna add a shirt to those pants?
Math. Also, Amanda would be the voice of reason at TVSins.
With the control destroyed, it can't be turned off. I'm attempting to block the frequency.
I understand the fact that the sound is now never ending for Mark, but I still don't understand why Robot is waiting until now to do this.
Rudy, get this f***ing thing out of my head. Now.
Invincible being a dick to Rudy after Rudy just saved his life.
I know things are weird between us right now.
Not weird for me because I'm skipping the f*** out of here.
I also didn't fall apart the minute I got hurt.
The person whose hero name might as well be cannon fodder really just criticized someone that doesn't have the luxury of dying more than once for being scared of dying.
The Guardians are the best superheroes in the world!
Citation needed.
Cecil let me live after what I did on Mars, and my bed is a race car, so I think Cecil.
Having race car beds be the tipping point for loyalty.
Sinclair's not in prison?
That is the most messed up thing I've ever heard.
Is it though? I know William hasn't been at every superhero battle, but he's seen enough, not to mention whatever stories Mark has regaled him with, that this should not even be in the top 10 of messed up things William has heard or seen.
If you killed him, you'd be just like him.
No, not just like him. The circumstances of the killings does matter. It's okay to accept nuance in the discussion of should superheroes kill. One can be against Mark murdering people without putting him in the exact same category as Psycho Killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
I know, it doesn't compare to Italy, right? But this place does make their own pasta.
It's an Italian restaurant. The ability to make pasta shouldn't be that impressive of a feature.
Actually wasn't sure this would ever happen.
You mean this comically large candle?
Are they special needs? You never mentioned.
And it really feels like that's something she would have shared if she really wanted to. F***ing real estate kind of boyfriend whose name I'll never remember.
Here, you will learn the fundamentals of construction. It's not as easy as it looks.
Not really sure who out there is saying that any type of architecture looks easy, but said who should be made to feel like an idiot, because they are.
And Darkwing?
What about him?
Well, it's just, after the DuckTales reboot paved the way for a Darkwing Duck reboot, we haven't heard anything for a while. Donald, like myself, is probably worried if it's still happening. Not leading with this move at the start of the fight. Why bother throwing the thing into the ocean earlier when you had this move tucked away? Did it need to charge? Was there a cooldown?
We can be the good guys, or we can be the guys that save the world. We can't be both.
I blame Unbreakable for this notion that anyone cares enough to watch people talk about what it means to be a superhero, as opposed to just watching the actual superheroing. Did we learn nothing from Glass, people?
Can we talk?
Clearly. You're talking right now, Mark.
I know you think being friends or having my back or whatever is enough for now, but it's not.
I know the episode thinks if it saves its skip moments for during the credits that I might be a little more lenient. However, you made me sit through f***ing credits just to watch a skip moment, and I don't appreciate it. At least 30 sins of me not appreciating it. No wonder this Earth has so many sea monsters. With a Bruce Almighty-sized moon like that, the tides have to be all kinds of f***ed up.
I don't want to replace him.
I hate birds. They're so useless.
This is Stedman.
I am so sick of hearing about Chet Stedman.
You forget the simple power of the human body.
That is power. Leave me, Stedman. That's an order.
You're gonna be okay.
They're going to bury what's left of you in a soup can. I don't mind being short, fat, and ugly, but the pay sucks.
Can you tell I haven't been out on a date in 20 years?
You Googled me. F***ing internet.
Cecil Stedman, director of the Global Defense Agency.
What if I told you we were putting a team together?